Governor Honourable Allan Bird. How long is short-term pain? Yesterday, while explaining the difference between devaluation of the kina and depreciation of the kina, my good friend Treasurer Stuckey said the devaluation of the kina as recommended by IMF and World Bank will give us short-term pain for long-term gain. There's that popular Marape government phrase again. When Marape was pushing to close down Porgera, he told us it's short-term pain for long-term gain. Porgera was closed for 5 years, and now we know we won't gain any direct benefits for another 10 years. So is short-term pain 15 years? Is that the Marape definition of short-term? When Marape was renegotiating Papua LNG after the previous Treasurer Hon Charles Abel had already negotiated for 58% net cash for PNG, PMJM said short-term pain for long-term gain. That's why he stopped the project and commenced a new round of negotiations. Had we stuck to the original Papua LNG schedule, Total would have invested $13 billion, 52 billion kina, and created tens of thousands of jobs for our people in the last 3 years, and Papua LNG would have exported first gas this year. Now we hear Papua LNG might start in 2028 or 2030. So short-term pain is 10 years in this case. Porgera and Papua LNG would have reduced our need to borrow money, and they would have fixed our FX problems and our cost of living crisis. Our PM decided that we needed 15 years of pain. My reading of the chaos created by all these incompetent decisions and the missed opportunities is that an economic turnaround is probably going to happen by 2032. So the decisions of the Marape government will result in another 8 years of short-term pain for our people. So I assume the Marape definition of short-term pain is 13 to 15 years. Interestingly, the budget repair plan that required K34B in borrowings over 5 years is a 13-year plan. While PM and Treasurer speak of pain in mathematical terms, the actual pain felt by real people is astronomical. People can endure perhaps 5 years of pain, but asking our people to endure 15 years of pain? Is this acceptable to our MPs and our people? Do we want another 10 years of Marape's deliberately initiated pain? 15 years of pain. That is the Marape plan. That's his definition of short-term pain. Are we the people of PNG happy with that? Are we all happy to take another 10 years of pain? Can our people survive that? Most MPs want to get re-elected in 2027. Well, guess what? The economy will actually be worse in 2027 than it is now. So should the country elect the very people who created the problem and didn't lift a finger to fix it? Because that is the Marape promise. 15 years of short-term pain in the richest black Christian nation on earth. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Much love and stay blessed.
Papua New Guinea is a very difficult place to do business in. It's just a fact. Ask any business. In the last 3 years, I have met 7 billionaires from China. As we know, since the good president of China has installed himself for life, many of the very wealthy Chinese are leaving. They're looking for a safe country to basically continue doing their business. And many of them are very legitimate businessmen. One particular businessman I met is worth 40 billion US dollars. Now he only managed to take out 10 billion US dollars. He sacrificed the rest and left it in China. He settled in Australia with his family, and he's looking for business opportunities in the Pacific. His simple reasoning, well, this is my backyard now. Now he's been to Papua New Guinea on and off, looking for opportunities all over the country for about 4 years. When I met him about 2 months ago, he said this to me. He said, it was so difficult dealing with your last minister for Tax Department. He kept asking for a lot of money and stalled my licenses. Now the new minister is actually worse than the last one. And he's looking at me matter-of-factly. He's not joking or anything. And I'm feeling a little bit ashamed because this is my country and this is one of my colleagues he's talking about. Now, if this is a person that's willing to come and invest $1 or $2 or $3 billion in our country, and we are setting up all kinds of roadblocks, not to mention that for starters, wherever he wants to set up the business, he has to generate his own power, he has to find his own police, he has to produce his own water, train his workforce. I mean, he has to invest in all of these things just to get his business to a point where it can operate like in any other part of the world. Now, these people are looking here and they're struggling. So they come to ECPIC because they hear that, well, there's a governor there that's doing things a little bit differently. Now, when they come to me, we try to help them, and I've done something that no other province has done before. I now have I have 4 deputy administrators. All provinces have 3. Our 4th one, that person's job, the 4th deputy administrator, is to deal with people like this. We're calling it economic services, the deputy administrator for economic services. So we can try to figure out how we can get these people to feel comfortable, give them confidence, and so they can come and invest. Because it is just too hard to do business in Papua New Guinea. That's just a fact.
Today's a gift, for we don't know what tomorrow. My brain life is too short for so, and I don't like holding on to little grudges that will keep on taunting me. Just wanna live my moments with the happiness. That's what I say. What do I want pay? You should let it go and just forget it all, yo. They say life is a race, and I'm on the chase until I realize I'm still chasing my dreams, yeah.